What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be discussing World War III, a game that is pretty much direct competition to Battlefield 2042. Now, I know I always go ahead in the past and mention multiple games that I think will, be enjoyable for Battlefield fans, like Squad and Hell Let Loose, Insurgency Sandstorm. All of these games I've made videos on saying that, if you enjoy Battlefield, you'll probably enjoy those games as well. But this one right here, 110%, there's no, if, buts, ands, nothing. World War III, if you like Battlefield in any type of way, you are more than likely going to enjoy this game right here. Now, my main problem with this game, and the reason why I stopped playing it, is because of a couple of reasons. First off, the audio was absolutely horrifying. It was really bad. And also the optimization. This game ran like absolute crap for me. The only way I was able to go ahead and play World War III was in Team Deathmatch. Basically, a smaller scaled game mode. But once you go to their, their version of Conquest, which isn't that big compared to Battlefield, it turns into a nightmare being able to get good frames and good performance. And keep in mind, I have a really beefy PC, so anything lower probably won't be able to run it at that point if I'm getting like 30, 40 frames. But ladies and gentlemen, this is my problem. I went ahead and I scrolled through this whole list of patch notes, trying to find anything revolving around optimization. Anything for performance fixes or, stuff of that sort would make me happy. And throughout all the time of trying to search for this information, I found literally nothing. Now, the good news is that this patch list is completely filled with audio fixes. So, I'm going to go over this a little bit later, and, it's a big topic because this game has the absolute worst audio when it comes to pretty much everything across the board. But optimization is key for success, especially for a game like this that doesn't look outstanding. It's nothing crazy. It's good looking, don't get me wrong, the game looks great, but it's nothing next level. Pretty much anybody should be able to pick up this game and at least get, average 60 FPS. Anybody, even on the lowest end, rigs, should be able to play this game. And the fact that it's nearly impossible is rough. And that's why, for me personally, and I believe a lot of other people as well, we took a break from this game. Because even though we absolutely love the experience and we love the vibes that this game has to offer, at the end of the day, it's not worth going through the absolute hell known as the performance of this title. Same thing with Battlefield 2042. That game went through the same exact thing, still is going through the same exact thing. Why should I invest my money and time into a game that is, costing a certain amount of money if I can literally go to a free-to-play title and get a better performing experience? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people bailed from World War III, but we were all hoping for, performance fixes with the next massive update, which this was hyped up to be. But regardless if the performance fixes were on the patch notes or not, we still had to go ahead and play and review this game. So we loaded it up. We played it on live stream. If you guys want to catch the streams, I'm pretty much live every day besides Sunday. Link to that is down in the description. I do it over on Twitch. But I went ahead, hopped in the game, loaded it up. The first couple of games were really solid. Great performance, great experience, but that's typically how these games turn out to be. 1, 2, maybe even 3 matches, the performance will be good, and then, once you're at the 4, 5, 6, and, up mark, that's when the performance starts to tumble and it becomes really hard to play. Same thing with Battlefield 2042. I could play 1, 2, 3 matches, and then after that, the frames drop like it's no tomorrow. So I played another match, no lag. Played another one, and no lag again. Played another one, no lag. We go on and on and on. We grinded for about, I would say, around 4 hours, maybe even a little bit more than 4 hours. And I also invested tons of my own time into this, game as well. Keep in mind, this video was actually supposed to release on Monday. I postponed it because of some Battlefield news and content. But in between that time, I did put forth more effort to, play this game and see what it's all about. And I gotta say, through all the time that I have played in this game, and like I said, long periods of time, not just short little, 1, 2 game sessions. I'm talking about, like almost, maybe 6, 7, 8 game sessions and more, obviously, if I'm hitting 4 hours, clearly more. And all of that time was phenomenal. They might have not put anything in the patch notes about performance and optimization, but the game runs so ridiculously smooth. I did not change anything. I didn't change any of my settings. I didn't change, any of my graphics. Nothing. It's the same PC, the same settings, the same game. And this update is just absolutely phenomenal. I was able to play this game longer than 1 hour without wanting to absolutely throw up from the horrible mouse input, the delay, the lag, and just horrifying performance, which is, like I said, ultimately what pushed me away. I love the game. I love the core idea. I love that they're taking shots and jabs at the Battlefield franchise because, again, like I said, even though I compare multiple games to Battlefield, this game right here is literally almost identical. It's a clone pretty much. They have their own little unique twist, and they have kill streaks from Call of Duty in there as well, point streaks and stuff, but at the end of the day, it feels exactly like a Battlefield experience. To be honest, I don't know why the developers wouldn't make this a massive deal, because this is a game changer for a lot of people. To have good performance while playing your game, you would think they would want to advertise this a little bit more, but no, they're much more focused on the audio, which I do respect because, again, that is one of the biggest points. Whenever you go on the internet, whenever you look up commentary about this game, or even a critique of this game, everybody says the same thing. The sound audio of this game is absolute trash, so I understand they wanted to focus mainly on that. And talking about the sound audio, yeah, it actually has been improved. It's nothing insane. It's not, overly outstanding, some of the best sounds you'll ever hear in the universe. But compared to what we had previously, it is 10 million times better. The weapons sound good, the vehicles sound good, finding and locating enemies on different floors of a building or even just in your general area is much more simplistic, and it makes the gunfights much more enjoyable. Nothing in the world is more worse than getting into a gunfight and not being able to understand where your enemy is, or, hearing something and you 110% know where that location is, and then the game jukes you because it's the wrong, sound input that was supposed to come out. It happens all the time in multiple games. Not just this game, it happens in Tarkov, it happens in Rainbow Six Siege. Games that are really focused around sound. It's crucial to have a good sound engine, and in this game, it was bad. And yes, in this game as well, sound is very important. So to see them put all this effort into approving on this exact thing for this game is phenomenal. Overall, this update is insane, and I think single-handedly it is worth anybody trying to get into the closed beta right now. I think it's like $15, maybe a little bit less, or maybe even up to $20. Whatever it is, in its current state, it is worth the purchase. I was on the fence for so long because I didn't know if the developers were going to go ahead and make this game come alive, but it seems like they are putting their 110% effort into this project. Even though they were silent for so long, years it seemed like, when this game first initially released, finally, it seems like it's going in the right direction. And with all honesty, Battlefield is in complete trouble. This game is not out on console yet, but the rumors are right now is that if it performs well on PC, it will be ported over to console, and at the same time, there's a possibility this game will just completely go free to play. If these two things happen, making this game free to play and also, pushing it over to the console side of things, nobody in the world will have a reason to touch Battlefield 2042, and honestly, I'll be much happier that way because people deserve a Battlefield experience that actually feels genuine and good, and that's what this game produces right here. It just makes me laugh because this game had literally the same exact issues as Battlefield 2042 when it comes to performance. These same exact issues where you play a couple of matches and then the frames drop and they tank. I just don't understand how a indie team can resolve this issue faster than a AAA development team, especially coming from a massive franchise as Battlefield. If it was like a brand new game that they didn't know if it was going to launch off good or if it was going to be bad, I can understand. But having a huge name like Battlefield turn out the way it did and still continuously not fix the issues as soon as possible is a massive red flag and a huge L for not only EA but DICE as well. At this point, I don't even know what else to critique about this game, Everybody always says, JB, why do you complain about Battlefield all the time? Well, because they don't resolve the issues that need to be fixed. World War III, they do it. We've made about a couple of commentaries about this game, and each problem we have asked for has been resolved. The audio has been resolved. The performance has been resolved. The only thing that I can really think of that really annoys me when it comes to World War III is the progression system. It is so stupidly hard to grind through weapons, grind through attachments, and just get your weapons decked out. And because it's so hard and complex, people don't really like to, branch out and try new variety, especially in a brand new game that not too many people know about. My best, opinion here, which I don't know if they're going to follow this, but if they do, is to make the progression at least a little bit easier until you push this game out into its full release. Because right now, it's in like a closed beta, it's not completely released, not too many people are playing it, it's not the most popular thing out there. You don't want to subject new players to come in and, not be able to get anything. If someone's coming in fresh and you have a potential client that can, push your name out there, you don't want them to hop on and have to spend 50 hours to get anything. No, you want them to get a good chunk, a good taste of that game within their first day of playtime so they can see and determine if they enjoy the game or not. That's what got me into it. When this game was first released, it gave you everything. All the customizations for your characters, all the weapons and attachments. You can mess around with the whole game, and that's what I enjoyed about it. When they put it into this closed beta, they put this new progression system in, and it's simply not it. It really is not. But that is the only possible thing that I could think of to complain about when it comes to World War III. Because everything else has been resolved, and the game is looking to have a very bright future. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so, over Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all next one. Peace out.